Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from FUDONI. This is the GC355 Wi-Fi enabled home theater projector. This is native 1080p. It supports dual band Wi-Fi, 2.4 gig and 5 gig. Supports screen mirroring from your device, such as your phone or your tablet, and can produce up to a 180-inch screen. We're going to dig into it now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is everything that you get once you get it out of the box. Of course, you're going to get the main unit. We're going to get some documentation here from FUDONI on their model number GC355. It has a nice layout to it. It's written all in English. It's not micro print, so you're not going to need a magnifying glass to read it. And it does go over all your button assignments, cleaning, how to clean and care for it, and of course, all of your menu options as well as connections, how to set up Wi-Fi, screen mirroring, and so on. So you can screen mirror with Android, iOS, or Windows as well. Now we do have some just some Q-tips for general cleaning of the vents. We do have a legacy AV cable, so if you have a device that will take your white and red for audio and yellow for video, you can hook them in through this AV cable. We do have a two-prong to two-prong AC adapter here for your plug-in, so quick and easy plug-in for powering up the FUDONI. You do get a full-sized HDMI cable here in case you want to hook up a laptop, PC, or a gaming console. You can do that with HDMI, and of course it's provided in the box as well. Now we do have a remote control here, and it's a standard remote control. You've got your navigation, your menu, your power button, volume controls, play and pause, back, and of course mute as well. It takes two AAA batteries that are not included, so just make sure that you have some on hand. Now taking a look at the main unit, this again is a native 1080p playback unit, but it will support up to 4K file playback. It's got a nice big lens on the front, IR port there for your remote. If we take a look at the sides, you've got some venting and a single plug-in here for your power, and then on the back more venting. And on the other side, we've got all of our ports here. Now, we do have an external port for either headphones or wired speakers. You do have that AV input port there, a full SD card slot, a full USB 2.0 slot, a full HDMI slot, and also a legacy VGA slot even. So you've got plenty of connection options on the side. Now on the top here, we do have all our navigation buttons, as well as two jog wheels here, one for focus in the front and one for keystone correction to straighten out the screen for whatever surface you are going to be projecting on. On the bottom, we've got four nice feet here, and you do have a leveler at the front as well, which you can level out. So if you're in a situation where you need to kind of set this up a little bit higher, you've got that option right there. So that's the unboxing. Let's get into the menus, what you can adjust, and how well it performs. Okay, so this is our main screen here. You can see we've got a few different things: movies, music, photo, and text. We do have a USB drive also hooked up to this so that I can show you some things here. But first, let's take a look at what we can adjust. Our picture mode, we can go from standard, and we can also change that as well to user so that we can adjust the contrast, brightness, color, sharpness, and tint as well. Now they've got a few of them that are predefined there that you can use if you want to. Now we also have color temperature, and that is going to be able to be adjusted, your red, green, and blue, aspect ratio, noise reduction, projection direction. We can change that in case you want to mount this upside down or on the ceiling, and we can also reduce the display by from 100% to 75% in case you are in a cramped area where you need to reduce the screen size. You can reduce it by 25% here. Now if we go we have our sound menu, and in our sound mode we have a standard, but we also have other stuff like music, movie, sports, and user, and of course we can adjust the treble and bass to whatever we would want on those. I'm going to leave these on the standard for our test. You have audio balance and auto volume as well, so you do have those options there. Now we have a sleep timer built in. You can go anywhere from 10 minutes to 240 minutes. So if you do want to set a sleep timer, if you're maybe going to bed and you're watching something you want to automatically shut off, you can. Now you can change your OSD language here, restore factory defaults, turn your blending on or off, OSD duration, and you can also do a software update via USB. So those are our main things that we can change in settings. Let's take a look at screen mirroring. Okay, so if you hit your input button on your remote control, you can see we have VGA, HDMI, screen mirroring, AV, USB, and of course SD for SD card. If we go into screen mirroring, you can see it's got several different options: iOS, Android, Mac OS, or Windows 10. If we hit OK here, it will take us to our Wi-Fi connection. This does support a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi and 5 gigahertz. I'm on my 5 gigahertz network here, as you can see on screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to hook up my Android phone to this, and it's pretty simple to do. You just go to whatever casting software your phone has, such as my Samsung, which has Smart View. So I will just launch Smart View and then look. As you can see, the SSID is mirroring-822FDC. So we're going to click on that, and there we go. We've got it up over a stable 5G network, and you can see no problems here swiping through anything. Pretty fluid playback here for screen mirroring, so you can watch YouTube videos or home videos on this, no problem. If you want to watch copy protected stuff, like stuff from Netflix or from Amazon Prime Video, then you would have to use something like a Fire Stick or an external device. You can't do that through mirroring, but mirroring works very easily. Again, you have the option for iOS, Android, Mac OS, and Windows 10. Now what I want to do is switch over to USB, because I do have a playback file that I want to show you on this. I want you to be able to see the default settings, and I also want you to be able to hear the speakers as well. So let's do a quick test here for you so that you can check it out. So there you go, that was the test there, and you can see that it's got a nice bright screen to it. The colors can be adjusted if you want to. You can also go in through and zoom through this, or you can adjust your aspect ratio right here from the player. But overall, it's got a nice bright picture. You can see the corners of the screen do not get fuzzy. They're nice and crisp and clear. The sound on this is okay for its internal speakers. It drowns out most of the fan noise from the unit itself, but you can always hook up wired speakers or headphones as well. So there you go, that's my review of the FUDONI GC355 Wi-Fi enabled home theater projector. This is a good home theater projector for media consumption, gaming, watching movies. There's a lot of tweaks you can do. I showed you a sample here that was at all default settings, but you can adjust the brightness, the contrast, the color, the saturation, and all that to make it look exactly how you would like it. The speakers that are built into it are powerful enough, but you can add wired speakers if you want. And you do get dual band Wi-Fi on this for a nice stable connection for screen mirroring either of desktop OSs or Android or iOS for iPhone or iPad as well. So overall, you've got a lot of nice little features here with the GC355. If you're looking for a home theater projector, you might want to check this one out. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.